Hi everybody, it's Erik, and time for our video conversation. I had a great time visiting the Coon Rapids Humane Society. Had a chance to even hold some puppies and kittens myself, but they do great work with their volunteers and also helping so many animals get placed, about 23 to 25,000 every year here in Minnesota. Pretty impressive. Let's take our first question. It comes in from Kristen in Plymouth, who sent in an email. She says, "Dear Erik, I own a small manufacturing company that provides compostable packaging to the food service industry. My products are on the latest list to have a 25% tariff, which will be detrimental to my business. I am wondering if there's anything you can do to help me. Regards, Kristen." Kristen, actually, thanks for writing. I hear about this all of the time from a lot of companies and small businesses that have fairly traded products that are going to be hit by a new tariff if the president's tariff policies continue to move forward. I have opposed many of these tariff policies. I've opposed all of them, actually, wanting to make sure we have an exclusion process, an exemption process for fairly traded products. I've also been successful in getting some of those products on those lists to get them exempted. I'll continue to work to make sure I do that, to make sure that fairly traded products are not on those lists, because this is about making sure our small businesses continue to grow and provide lower costs for our consumers and manufacturers. Next up is a letter we got from Vive in Edina. It says, "Dear Congressman Paulson, I am a 7th grader at Southview Middle School. My social studies class had a question about your living situation in Washington. It may sound a little weird, but we were wondering if you have 2 houses, one here in Minnesota and one in Washington, D.C., or someplace else. Thank you for your time. Vive." Actually, Vive, thanks for writing. I do have 2 living arrangements. Obviously, when I'm here in Minnesota, I live with my family in Eden Prairie, and I go back and forth every weekend. But when I'm in Washington, I live in a little apartment row townhome unit with 3 other members of Congress. So it's pretty cramped, and we don't have a lot of room. In fact, it's a lot like a college living arrangement. I live in a little 8-foot by 8-foot room with a bunk bed in the basement. So there you go, that's my living arrangements. Not a very glamorous lifestyle, certainly in Washington, and I would much rather be sleeping in my own bed as I am right now here in Minnesota. Thanks for sharing your thoughts, your views. Continue to reach out anytime on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, of course on the website, paulson.house.gov. Have a great weekend and a great week.